Let's look at custom fields. To get there, you're going to be at the dashboard. You're going to go down to settings, and you're going to look at custom fields right here. By default, you already have some in here. Keep in mind, you're going to probably want to scroll over. Don't just look at the ones that are there. You want to look at all of the ones kind of over. The type of service, the pet owner, whether they're a pet owner. You can put in anything. That's the thing. These aren't just limited. You can delete any of these that you want to delete. You can put in new ones to your heart's content, nearly limitless. So that's one of the great things about the high-level software. So what you're going to use this for mostly is for when you upload your client list and there's a field that you want to actually add to be able to tag the person and have information about the person. So what we're about to look at is there's actually sort of a field there for types of service, but we're going to do another specific one for that. There's one already for lead source, there's one already for last invoice, but we'll look at all of that here in just a second. But if there's something in your fields, because this is a custom field, right, that we're putting in, you want to, and if it's missing here in your Google Doc or your Excel doc, then you're going to want to add it. So let's explore that and let's look at that. And the other reason that you're going to really want to use this too is you can put these fields inside of some forms. So if you have a form on your website, if you have a form that even if it's not on your website that they fill out from the forms in High Level, then you can collect that information and store it in your client's CRM file to be able to market to them later about lots of different things, whether they're interested in carpet cleaning, tile cleaning, rug cleaning, maid service, whatever it may be, right? So you can actually have all of that information there. So let's dive right in. So we're going to kind of put that to the side. By the way, this list is not real information, just to let Google know that. One of my videos got taken down because they thought it was. This is fake information for education, right? So keep that in mind. So here are the custom fields that are already there. You can kind of look at these. Now, what you're going to be able to do, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to contacts and you're going to upload your client list, kind of like we talked about in another video. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to look up, let's see, it is called mailing list template. So we're going to look at this. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to click next, and then you're going to get all this information. What's already easily able to be found, in other words, there was already a field for first name, last name, and company that the system was ready to find because we labeled it that way, right? But some of them are not. Like phone number was wrong, and some of these weren't correctly in there. So we have to look at where that's going to be placed. So phone number is actually not showing up because it's phone number pound. I think we talked about in the other video, but we can just call that phone number. And then we're going to want to create one for service. Now there is one in here for service, types of service. You could use this, but let's do this instead. Let's actually create a new field just to show you for service. Now there's one already here for lead source. It's called source. If you want, you can create another one. That's the thing. None of those fields are anything that you have to use. You can create a new one. Take that back. Some of the ones that you might want to keep that are the same are the basic ones that are super self-explanatory. First name, last name, company, address, phone number, maybe. Yeah, that's about it. The other ones are super customizable to where you can add or delete any of them. Do not disturb is actually DND. That means don't bother that client. They ask to be taken out of the list. So we could click next and go here, but I think what we want to do is create a custom field for types of service just to show you. So what we're going to do is go over to the fields here. We're going to click ignore, by the way. Twilio, right now we're actually doing, through LCC, we're doing text message and emailing through our system, which is a lot easier to set up and deal with. Talk to us if you're interested in that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add a single line field. We're going to click next, and we're going to want to call this services. And if you want to, you can call it cleaning services. If you have a group for it, you can put it into a group if you want to group them into different things. Sometimes that's a good way to keep track, but we're also going to put in a field here. This is something we could also put in again in a form on our website, and then we can also at the same time use this for importing in what we already have. So that's why this is so great. This could be a field on a website where people are telling us what service they're interested in. This could also be something that you're uploading from your client list from QuickBooks or wherever, where we're letting them know that they already had these services done, and then that we can easily track that. So we're going to go ahead and I guess call that just a contact. And then if you wanted to, you can pre-fill in something for that to where you can call it something, cleaning services or whatever, but you don't have to. So for this is the best way to do this. So we're going to click Save. It does want us to actually put it into a group. This is mostly going to be for a contact. So we're going to click save. Now the thing is, I don't know that we'll actually go back here and then cancel this, because you'll have to start it all over to be able to do it again. And then we're going to import contacts. We're going to upload the file, and we're going to go to mailing template. So we're going to click next. So all of these, we've already dealt with those before, but so we already have one for left. And again, if there's not one for any of these, or you want to change it to anything else you want to change it to, that's fine. So now we have one for service. So now we've got that there, and then we select the other ones like we did before, and that's it. And keep in mind, the greatest thing about this is you're collecting your client's information, and the fact that you can even join this. Because if you've got a form on your website that they're filling out, it can be tagged as the same thing. You can use that one or a different one. It doesn't matter how you do it. There's a lot of different creative and informative ways to do it, because it's all about collecting your client's information so that you can market back to them. So essentially what can happen here, you can even tag them based on these services. You can send people an email just based on whether or not they do area rug cleaning, or they're interested in area rug cleaning or tile cleaning, or you get the point. Okay.